Number 6, JC number 8, JC number 7, JC number 5. On the Navy team we'll have JC number 10, JC number 5, JC number 9, JC number 12, JC number 7, and JC number 3. And the head coach for the Rhino team is Garba Azi, and assisted by John B. Watts. We also have on the Naval team, we have Coach Olare Waju and Edward. The libero is Precious Peter. It's going to be an interesting encounter between these two teams. As we can see, there are high caliber of players in both teams. On the Navy team, we have highly experienced players. We'll talk about people like Dikia, Abdulaziz, Chris, their able setter, Elisha. We also have Briggs. On the Rhino team, I can see also youngsters who are really trying to make a mark in this game of volleyball. We have Peter, we have Babalola, and they are able setter. Out ball. Point Rhino. Yeah, on the other court, you can see the Army team playing against Village team. It's going to also be an interesting encounter. Point Navy. Good serve. Nice pass. Good finish. Serve right. Good pass. Great set. Excellent finish by Dikia. Is going to go. Hello. Net ball called. Point Rhino. Ball serve there. Good set. Good finish. In this type of encounter, playing against a player like Dikia, aka also known as Shango, it means the god of thunder or fire. You can see him go up and you won't put your hands for blocks. We can see the Army team and the Games Village team about to start their own match. It's going to be an interesting encounter, like I said earlier on. But I think if you ask me who I will give the game to, I think I'll probably give it to the Chief of Army Staff team, because I see they are more formidable and they play more like a team than the Games Village team. But this is volleyball. Somebody says volleyball is scientific.
Ladies and gentlemen, in Court B, the second semi-final, introduction of the officiating officials. The first referee for the second semi-final for this championship is Mohammed, an international referee, the best second referee in Africa. Can we put our hands together for him? He is going to be assisted by a grade 1 referee, Garba Abdurrahman.
Points. Hello. Good pass. Good point, Rhino. I see between the Rhino and the Navy team, I see everybody taking the game gradually. The game has not been really heated up already. I think everybody's trying to respect one another. But I tell you, in no time you get to see the fire coming. That was a fantastic point there coming from Briggs. Service from Elisha, the center of Chief of Naval Staff. He serves net. Service Rhino from Peter. Just give back the ball to the opponent. Wow, what a miss! You can't do this at this level of volleyball. You can't just miss. Good pass. Bad finish. Point, Navy.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, one more time, we are about to witness hostilities between Cohas Spikers and Games Village. Cohas Spikers, when I call on you, you will man the court of play. We have position 1, jersey number 7. Position 1, Cohas Spikers, jersey number 7. Position 2. Position 2, jersey number 5. Cohas Spikers, acknowledging tears on his right. Jersey number 3. Position number 3, jersey number 8. Cross strikers. Position number 4, jersey number 9, cross strikers. Acknowledging cheers when it's too late. Jersey number 5. Position 5, jersey number 12, cross strikers. Then position 6, jersey number 13, cross strikers. Thank you. Games village. In position 1, games village we have jersey number 8. Then position 2 we have jersey number 4, games village. Position 3, jersey number 10, games village. Position 4, jersey number 2, games village. Position 5, jersey number 5, games village. Then position 6, jersey number 2, games village. Jersey position 6, jersey number 11, games village.
We're back here now in the encounter between Navy and Rhino Strikers. As you can see, the scores, they're so not so far from each other, they're so close. But I tell you earlier on, the game has been started nice and slow. But I tell you, the time is coming where everything will desire blood and you get to see fire coming.
Alright, we are here to see fire. We are witnessing the fire from Pool A. Another one is about to be witnessed from Pool B. Cross strikers and Games Village. There are enough cohorts in Games Village, experience and youthfulness, and cohort striker, you see the definition of volleyball. Take it from here.
Excellent kill by Abdulaziz. That is what we all hope to see Abdulaziz keep doing. He's a great player, young player coming up. I always like to see him play. The enthusiasm he puts in the game. He like to see himself above average.
Service jersey number 7, Rhino striker Babalala.
Good serve. Oh, bad cue. Oh, but there was a net contact from the Navy team. Point Rhino.
Babalala to take the service one more time. Rhino jersey number 7.
Scoreboard, please. The scoreboard is 16-15. Navy take the lead, 1 point. Bad pass. Good set. Good finish.
Jersey number 5, Nigerian Navy. Briggs.
Abdulaziz with the serve again. 17-15. Navy leads. Point Rhino. That was an excellent kill from the middleman. I think the Rhino team, if they keep on playing most of their spike, set it up in the middle, I think they will make a whole lot of points because the Navy
striker jersey number 5.
Point 17-17. Good point Navy. At this point in time in the game of volleyball, it's a time where errors cannot be tolerated by any team. If you look at the scoreboard, you get to see the point is the point lead 18-17. It's a place whereby if you lose concentration, you lose a set, or you even lose a match. You see, I told you they just give it back the ball, right over the spike. Babalala, good kill, but be careful with the defense. Next place. Oh, point Navy. The Rhino team should try to do something better with the backhand defense. I can see the backhand defense is not so cool.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the match between Koha Strikers and Games Village is in progress at the second court, and Koha Strikers have just taken the lead. 4-2-7-4, service Games Village.
Young with the serve, the center Rhino team, good pass by Ian, excellent kill by Chris. Elisha with the serve. Let's see how effective the serve will be. Good serve, excellent pass. Good finish from Peter. Point Rhino.
Next foul, jersey number 5, CNS Strikers. Point Rhino. Jersey number 2, Rhino to take the service. Peter John.
Good pass breaks. Excellent set. Oh, bad finish from DPN himself.
Jersey number 12, Shango has just spiked it out. Still serving. Jersey number 2, Rhino. Peter John.
Good pass. Just give it the ball back to the Rhino team. Bad set by the Libro. Good pass from Chris.
Nice block. Into his own of jersey number 3, Rhino. Peter Matthias.
Breaks with the serve from Navy team. That was not so an effective serve. Bad finish from the middleman. Excellent set from the Rhino setter. But the middleman, honestly, he didn't finish that ball. But with a high level of skill application. He just jumped and saw the block and just hit the ball inside the block. You can do that. Not this ball.
Nice block here for jersey number 11, Koha Strikers. Koha Strikers have just taken the lead one more time. They are grabbing the lead. 7-7-3. Koha Strikers leading Games Village.
Back on court 1 between Rhino and Navy. Scoreboard is 22-20. This is a time where the Rhino team have to keep in more concentration, do more errors, less errors, and they could come back and still win the set. Good set. Back finish. That was a big block from the Navy team. It's a well-desired point, and they got it. Good job, Navy.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let me quickly recognize in our midst the presence of FCT Volleyball Chairman, Commodore James Pinder. You are welcome, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for this brotherly support you give to almost all the team. God enlarge your cause. Thank you very much, sir.
Alright, we're back here. We got 1 breaks with the serve again. Rhino need this point. 3-20. Good pass from Babalola. Excellent set. Oh, they missed that. Point Rhino. 21-23. The Rhino team. Scoreboard one more time, please. 21-23.
Peter Matthias to take the service for Rhino. Yeah.
Oh, he missed that. Well, at this point in time, it is quite normal or natural to see players get to serve balls to the net, even though the coach might be furious in his mind right now. But you can take away a bad serve or a wrong serve to the net or outside from in any volleyball match. But it's just that it came at the point whereby it cannot be tolerated. Good kill by Babalola. Excellent set. Good job Abdul, and the Navy team won the first set.
Easy.
It's going to be a game of 5, best of 3. That is one of the beauties of volleyball. You get to see team come up.
One more time. We have just witnessed the end of the first set. CMS Strikers have taken the lead. Let me quickly retreat here. It's going to be a game of 5 best best of three, the two semi-final here, and the scores between Quad Spikers and Games Village still stand at 10-7-5, service Games Village.
Well, I see in the first set, the game pulled off by Rhino Spikers. They need to do a whole lot better. If not, they will just keep losing all the set, and eventually they will lose the match. We get to see in the first set, they lost the match at 24-22. So to make matters worse, in the game of volleyball, by the time you get to see you keep trailing a team, but in the end you lose the set. It's going to be very painful and horrible in the end. So, but what they really need to do now is to keep the game up, do less errors, and possibly they could come up and also win this particular second set and make it 1-1 to their own credit too.
All right, announcement please. Supporters score please one time. Announcement. If you know you are part of beach volleyball, you are expected to proceed to a volleyball court. Beach volleyball court now. If you have qualified to be here this morning, beach volleyball, the umpires are here waiting to avoid your cover. One more time, beach volleyball, please proceed to the venue. Thank you.
Back to the game, Rhino versus Navy. It's been an interesting encounter, but I tell you, you're yet to see the fire coming from the two teams. Everybody's starting slow, or possibly perhaps it's because of morning men.
Nice idea from Jesse number 9, Class Spikers. Class Spikers are making it look as if this game is not a semi-final because of the preference given to the match. The wide gap emancipated on the court, 17-7-6. I can't wait to witness the final. Bro, take it from here.
Excellent skill by DK. That is what you expect to see him do every given time. In as much the set is good, given a one-man block, you have no chance to defend the ball. The fire coming from his hand, you could wonder sometimes where he get all that power from. And possibly that is why they call him the God of Thunder, Shango. Good kill from Briggs.
Jesse number 5, CNS Michael Briggs. He's very good at that cross-court attack.
Service Elisha. Good serve. Oh, to the net. We lost the net. Service Peter. How effective. Let's see it go. Good serve. Excellent pass. Fantastic set. Good block from the Rhino team. That's what's up.
Jesse number 5, Rhino. Adams is one. He's such a superlative block there.
Good serve. Give it back the ball. Rhino coming with the cue. Oh, Babalala played the off speed. Good kill from Shango. I tell you, if you give him that opportunity, he's going to do a whole lot of damage to your court.
I think it was a net foul. The service, the attack was out, but a net foul. Thank you.
Musa is, aka also known as Briggs. Good set, excellent kill, point, Rhino.
Nice one there, Jesse number 5, Rhino. Usman. If you are just coming to the pavilion of play, you are watching first and second.
Good setup, but he plays the ball to the net. Sometimes you see this rookie, they look very promising, but sometimes the kind of error they do, you just wouldn't want to take it. You can't have that ball that high above the net and just play the ball back to your court. If you can't have a good kill in the other opponent's court, you just try to push the ball back. Good hit, excellent defense. I tell you, that's some of the problems I don't like about these rookies. Not at this point. You can't play the ball like that.
Announcement one more time, beach volleyball. Camp against Nasarawa, you are expected to be on the court now. Camp against Nasarawa, please proceed to the venue of beach volleyball right about now. Thank you.
Good kill by Babalala, but we want to see him do more of that. You can't get one and throw away two. Good pass, excellent set. Shango with the drop. It was a pick by the setter. Babalala goes again. No!
Nice block. Nice block. CNS marker jersey number 2.
I was hoping to come and see this match to be a contest, but in the end, I don't want to call it a massacre, but I think eventually the Rhino team could come up and pull us some stunt, and perhaps they could bring us up.
I've known this number 6 setter of Rhino back there at Plateau Rocks.
Over the set.
Project Young. He was here in Yobe 2003 and he's still doing it here. He deserves some kudos.
Good kill from Peter. Point Rhino. He came out with an off-speed spike. Abdulaziz with the serve. Good serve to the net. Not again. All right, back in cut 1. Not so a good serve. The referee just said he blew the whistle earlier on. Oh, okay. There was screening from the center man.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, recognizing in our midst the presence of the chief organizer of this Kontangora from first to 8th edition Invitational Challenge Series. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's welcome in our midst Major General T.A. Gagariga, the chief organizer of this Kontangora series. Thank you very much. God bless you, sir, for coming. Thank you, sir.
Indeed, it was a fantastic organization by the general himself. We all appreciate you so much. We like what you're doing. We hope you keep doing it. Only God will bless you.
Thank you to my co-commentator. When you see somebody doing good things, we just have to support him in prayers. May God continue to give him the enablement to do more. By the time we are coming to this place or any destination next year, we should have about 30 teams. Then the record will be set worldwide and individual supporting and carrying the footage of 30 teams. Thank you.
Bad kill. Aye with the set. Excellent hit by Shango. Oh!
I told you. There is something about Project Young, the setter for Rhino. He's a veteran and he's still doing it well.
I think the Navy team need to pay attention to all this dropping that's coming from this setter. Because the balls are not so fast. You just see an empty space and he dropped it. So if they stay alive, pay attention to him, they'll pick all the balls and he'll find himself to be blamed.
Yeah, volleyball is a game of attention. One moment of distraction, the school story will not be the same. So I like your coach saying, pay attention to details.
Back set, cross the ball, set out the set, pipe attack. Oh, that was a big block coming from the Navy team. You can do that. At this point in time, I would advise the center, you can just want to try to play traditional volleyball. Try to get up your heat from the center. You get to exhaust the Navy team, because if you keep trying to set the balls to the centers alone, they have big blocks by the side. You keep seeing your spikers getting blocked. Scoreboard, please. 11-13. Navy with the lead. Peter serves are effective. Bad serve. Good kill. Good defend. Let's see what happens with this. Breaks with the ball. Good point. Good point. That was brilliant. The ball was already on the net, right in the hands of the block, but he diverted the ball and he got a pressure. The fast man coming. Babalola coming. Good job. Oh, at the point in time, I also thought the ball was on the floor. Good kill. Good kill. Fantastic.
My co-commentator, you agree with me that jersey number 5 Rhino Spiker stood out. He keep doing the dirty job. And the game between Coa Spikers and Games Village, the situation is very critical. I think 23-14.
I tell you, if the Rhino team keep trying to play the ball by the side, they will always run into the problems of big blocks from the Navy team. Try to set up your spike from the middle. Encourage your middlemen to be effective and as fast as possible. If you go by the side, oh, you run into trouble again. I tell you, if you just gave the ball, Elisha with the set, gave it to Shango, God said, you set out the pick, Peter with the set, Babalola, oh, he got the point, block out. Point Rhino. I can see the supporters of the Navy team. They keep cheering, keep talking. But I see today they are not as rampaging or rowdy as they used to be. Perhaps they're not so happy with what is happening. They just want to see brimstone and fire keep coming. But if you ask me, I'll tell you the Navy team are doing excellently well. If you meet a team, you can usher.
Yeah, thank you very much, my man. The match between Coa Spikers and Games Village has just been concluded the first set. The Coa Spikers have taken that one 25-14, and we will soon witness the second set.
That was a good kill from Abdulaziz. That is what happens. Anytime you have a short setter in the front, you always set the ball on his head. Good serve. Good set. And he spiked out. Point Navy. One of the big difference between these two teams is the crop of experience every team have on their own side. If you look at the Rhino team, you get to see one of the big experience they have there is the center. So he doesn't have much opportunity to do a whole lot of dirty job backcourt, but he could always set the ball. Apart from him, you could see another player like Peter, Babalola, but all all right. Welcome back. Shango with the serve. Good serve. Excellent pass. Bad kill from Babalola. No! That was out. It will be very difficult for a referee to see any brush out from this type of spike. That will only happen if you have a challenge system. The referee could go back and see the replay. But if you hit the ball that way, I will tell you it's out also. Babalola with the serve. Effective serve. Good pass. Excellent set. And he spiked out. Oh! The Rhino players touched the net. How disappointing. Abdulaziz with the serve again. Good serve. Good pass. I tell you,
Projok is a legendary when it comes to setting. He has been doing it over 18 years and he's still very relevant. Thank you.
That's how dangerous it is when you see short setters in front. Because before you know it, you think their hands will go above the net, but before you know it, they'll come up with a tricky one and they drop the ball in your cup. So regardless if his hand is going above the net or not, pay attention.
We said it earlier. They need to pay attention just that you won't know when it will happen. Medical, please. Medical. The situation in Games Village. Okay, thank you.
And the through with the serve. Peter with the pass. That's a big problem. Quick spike out. The Rhino team will run into serious problem. If they keep playing like this, I don't see them winning any set in this match.
But will you agree with me that the CNS spikers still need to do more of pinning down? Of recent, most of the spikers have been going out. I don't know if you noticed it.
You mean the Games Village spikers?
I meant the CNS.
Okay, the Navy team. The Navy team so far so good. They are really doing justice to this match. I see their experience is counting a whole lot. They're taking it bit by bit. You can't just win a contest like that having a tall blocker like Chris in your front. You need to do a whole lot more. Medical will also need you on court 1. Medical, please. Medical, please. Wow, even though this is a game of volleyball where you do not expect to see collusion and injuries, but as it's been said, there's no sport that does not have risk. I even hear people who play golf, they suffer from injury. How surprising.
One more time. If you are just coming into the pavilion of play, you are watching semi-finals of Kotangora 2022 Invitational Challenge Series. And in Court 1, we have CNS Spikers doing it against Rhino Spikers of Jaws. While in Court 2, we have Games Village Abuja digging it out against Koa Spikers.
The man down is JC number 3 from the Rhino team, Peter Matthias. That's what they say. Right, the man is out, Peter Matthias is out. That is going to count as a deficiency to the Rhino team. Peter Matthias has tried to be one of the players who tried to pile up points for the Rhino teams, and right now he's out. He was the only player on the Rhino team that tries to run the fast attack, which would have been a big plus to them. He goes to the side, you run into problems.
Yes, it's so cute for Rhino because he run the fast attack very well. And volleyball match without fast attacker is as good as being empty.
We hope to get to see Peter Matthias, if he'll be able to go back, and not even in this set, perhaps in the next set coming. If he could go back and play for his team, it will still be a plus, because right now the Rhino team are running into problems. I don't see the Rhino team plays with all the fierceness I've seen them play in other matches. Sometimes you get to see these rookies, if they play against teams that they have big names like Shango, Delda and the rest, you get to see them not pull up a good fight. Psychologically, they've already told themselves the match is going to be very difficult. No matter how difficult the match will be, you also have a chance to fight for your point. End of set. The second set has been lost by the Rhino team.
I think it's a blow for Rhino Spiker. The fast attacker is finally been taken out and he's going to count against them like you said before. He's finally out. I thought he was going to play before, but he's not going to work one more time. Announcement please. Announcement please. The finals female category, Kotangora 2022 Invitational Challenge, is going to be between Koa Spikers and CNS spikers. Whistle time 3 o'clock. Please let's take notes. One more time. Announcement one more time. All coaches of Park Volleyball, you are to assemble at the Park Volleyball court right behind the stand here. Announcement please. All coaches of Park Volleyball, please proceed to the Park Volleyball court now. Thank you.
The second set has just been won by the Navy team. I wonder what the Rhino coach will be telling the players right now. But I still tell you, if they go back to this third set, it's still going to be as difficult as the first 2 sets were. But I just hope to see them put up a better fight. Because if you ask me, I will tell you this match is already over.
I don't know if you're seeing it from the angle I'm seeing it. As it is now, it's like we are going to witness the 2 teams in the afternoon, both female and male category. Because if you look at the scores from the other side, the Coas have just taken the lead. And if you check here too, the CNS have taken the lead also. I hope all we are going to witness female category is not saying we are going to witness male category too, Mr. Malika.
Yes, from the Coas team and the Gaines Village team, before now, I just knew that the Coas team is going to take it all. The only thing the Gaines Village team are banking on is a great player, Chinedu. If you take him out of the game over.
Then let me borrow a word or a leaf from a great philosopher, Winston Churchill. He said success is preceded with hard work. I know Coas team as this CNS team, they have been training for a very long time. And if you see them doing it well here today, it's not a matter of fluke, it's a precedent of hard work.
Good job. I can see the Navy team still looking sharp, all confident and concentrating. The Rhino teams keep trying to struggle to see what they could pull up with. Mr. MC Sambisa, if you were the Rhino team coach, what would probably be your instructions right now?
All right. Please, amendment, please. All coaches are to assemble at the Park Volleyball court. Not all Park exhibition coaches, no. All coaches, please. Assemble at the Park Exhibition Court now. All coaches of all clubs who are present are to assemble at the Park Exhibition Volleyball Court now. Thank you.
Welcome back to Court 1, where the encounter is taking place between Rhino and the Navy team. I could see the officials talking to the ref, to the players. I wonder what could be the problem, but he's about to order for the serve. The Rhino team, if you have anything stuck, the time to bring it out is now. Ball down, point Rhino. The first spike by Peter, he just played an off-speed ball, dropping behind the Navy's team. He served a short ball, and they got a point again.
Please, my commentator, let me quickly make this announcement one more time. The organizers are waiting for all coaches. Let them proceed immediately to Park Exhibition Volleyball Court now. Coach Soma, I see you. Coaches, should immediately proceed to the Park Exhibition Volleyball Court now. Thank you.
The Rhino team is starting this set with being a little bit tricky. I wonder how long these tricks would count or would survive the Rhino team. I see them trying not to put in too much power, but even the god of thunder himself plays off speed. Next touch by the Navy team, point Rhino. I like the tempo. With the tempo the two teams are putting on, everybody just going nice and slow. That is one thing about modern matches. You always get to see players not putting in their all. Perhaps it's the cold, the wind. They just played an outboard to an antenna now. Point Rhino. JC number 5. Adams Usman with the serve. Not so effective. Here with the pass. Abdulaziz hit. Get the ball back. Babalola plays the ball on the net. One of the successes that every team get to have over its opponent in winning a volleyball match is that the teams that make much of the error definitely lose the set. And if you look at the Rhino team right now, the errors they're making is just too much. That was an high-speed ball. It dropped in front of Chris. However, you could say the middlemen don't really play defense. But that was so cheap. If he was alert and ready, he would have picked that ball. Good pass. Excellent set. Shango with the cue. Oh, Peter could defend that ball. With the serve, aka Shango, the god of thunder in Nigerian volleyball. Good serve, excellent pass. Babalala with the kill. Oh, he was blocked. So, that's one of the big problems you will encounter when a coach have a team whereby it comprises solely of crop of rookies. They tend to make unnecessary and unforced errors. They'll give you 2 excellent points, but before you know it, they could throw away like 4. That's what I'm talking about. I tell you, if you're playing a match like this, playing against the god of thunder, you also have to bring in your own fire and brimstone. If you don't, he will have no mercy on you. Good pass. I wouldn't set that though, but Abdulaziz plays the ball to the net. Alright. Now, one of the big difference between these two teams is the presence of Shango in the other team. Now, if you take away Shango from that other team and bring in another fresh player that perhaps doesn't have as much standard as he does, I think the two teams will be fighting helter-skelter right now. But with the presence of Shango in the other team alone, if you ask me, I would tell you the Rhino team find it a little bit discouraging and they don't come out of their shell and put in their very best. But regardless of who he is, if he's out to play you, you need to be out to play him. If he's sending fire, he's sending brimstone. That's how it works, the game of volleyball. Shango with the spike again. He got blocked. Scoreboard, please. Scoreboard 6-8, Rhino with the lead. 8-6, Rhino with the lead. Good set. Oh, he got the point. Blocked out. JC number 3 from Navy with the serve. And yeah, lucky. Good serve, the serve out. Scoreboard 9-7. JC number 8 from the Rhino team. In the pair. Shango with the spike. The center with the reception. Peter with the spike. The ball came back to the Rhino court. Good set. Excellent kill by Peter. that is what we expect to see the Rhino team doing. I think it's high time the Navy team try to change the tempo of the game. The nice and slow they've been doing from the first two sets, I think it's not working anymore, or it wouldn't suffice, or it will eventually work. But if they continue like this with the Rhino team playing a little bit tactical with some little senses, I think perhaps the Rhino team could eventually win this set. But if you still ask me, I'll still put a bet that the Navy team will win this match. At court 2, we could see some mix-up between the players, the officials, and stakeholders in volleyball. We wonder what that could be, what the problem could be. But regardless, we hope the problem is going to be solved amicably. We are just here to enjoy the beautiful game of volleyball with good standard. Shango with the kill. Blocked up from the Rhino team. One good thing the Rhino team can do for themselves right now is to be sure if they'll be able to get point for point. But the taking of them with 2-point lead, it's not so good, but it's a good one. Bad kill by Peter. Bad kill. It is time for the center of the Rhino team to try to play his attack, to set his attack from the middle of the court. If they could attack from the middle of the court, they will always and mostly get their point. But setting the ball to the side, the Navy team have big blocks, forehands, very difficult to maneuver. Good serve, nice pass, good skill. Send the ball back to the Navy team. Shango with the kill, he dropped the ball, just big. The Libero did a bad set, and Papala didn't get the ball across to the net. They lost the point. Side A, also known as breaks with the serve. Good kill by the Rhino player, JC number 5, Adams Usman. This is where the Rhino team needs to try to get some good blocks. Without good blocks in this match, you'll run into problems. It was an error. He served the ball across the net. Good job. Shango with the cue. He goes without mercy, and he got the point. Chris with the serve from the Navy team. How effective. Good serve. Excellent pass. Good set. Bad cue. I tell you, the Rhino center has to do more than that. It's either he organizes the attack in the middle, or he always sets the long side. Good pass. Aha. It was checked. I tell you, that's what you expect playing the God of Thunder in the Nigerian volleyball cycle. You always hit the ball without mercy. Once I hear him saying, even if you're 5 years old, if you put on your sneakers to play against him, he's going to hit you with all the strength he has. Peter with the kill, he got blocked by the Navy team. Now the Navy team are having a fun time right now. That's what everybody should look up to doing. You have fun doing your job, do it rightly. Good pass, good set. Oh! It seems the Navy team has gotten the G code of the Rhino team. Scoreboard, please. 15-12. The Navy team with the lead. Chris still serving. Good pass. Excellent set. Bad kill. He hit it outside. Wow. I think the level at which this game is going, the Rhino coach must be to an extent out of ideas right now, because we get to see spikers not executing the spike. It's always difficult and frustrating for any setter. You can't keep setting the ball and the spikers are not executing their spikes. No matter how bad the ball is, a good spiker knows what to do. You need to maneuver, you could hit the hands, you could hit backward. You could do so many things with the ball. You don't just kill the ball because the blocks are right there in the front. At cut 2, the core spiker are back with the Games Village team. The problems have been settled. Good job, Babalola with the kill at cut 1. We got the point for the Rhino team. Shango with the kill again. I tell him he hit without mercy. Somebody please stop him. Shango with the serve. Let's see what the Rhino team will do with the ball. Good pass, good set, bad kill. Bad kill. I can see the frustration of the setter. No matter how furious you get to be as a setter, you can only set, you can spike. Good serve. Oh, I think this match is over already. I see the Rhino team have stopped fighting for their point. They're just playing, leaving everything to chance. In the field of volleyball, you can't leave nothing to chance. You need to fight for your point. Abdulaziz scores the ball. Oh, he goes to the side. He got the ball. Wow. The Navy team, they got their players properly placed in all positions. Abdulaziz with a poor kill. He hit the ball to the net. He's down. Oh. Medica, please, are you seeing this? The core spikers are cut through. They also having a swell time, enjoying their game, taking it bit by bit, 1 point at a time. Precious with the arrow. The ball back to Riley Court. Peter with the kill. Oh, that was beautiful. That was excellent. But the problem is that, I tell you, sometimes you see these rookies, they keep making unnecessary errors. He just got an excellent point. But before you know it, he could lose 3 more points. You can get 1 excellent point and you lose 3 silly points. That would suffice, that would help a team.
You said it, you said the difference between rookie and professional is the consistency and an unforced error. By the time you can perfect your unforced error, then you are fast gradually proceeding to be a professional.
Abdulaziz with the serve, he was down in a short while. I wonder what the problem was. He goes for the serve. Good serve. Excellent serve. Oh, I tell you, this setter needs to do something different. If you ask me, I'll tell you if the Rhino setter wants to have some success, or if you want to see his spikers get to deliver some spike, you need to play more from the middle, or he set the longer side. If the reception takes him to position 4, you need to send the ball back to position 2. If the reception takes him to position 2, you need to send the ball back to position 4. If he keeps doing that, his strikers will have a chance to maneuver across the big blocks of the Navy team. If not, he keeps getting blocked.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, still at the court 2. The match between core spikers and
Games Village.
Games Village Abuja. Games Village 7, core spikers 9. He has just spiked the ball out, jersey number 7. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, you will agree with me that these Rhino guys, they are really doing a great job. For them to measure up with this CNS team, it is not truly a day job. For them to keep on doing, in fact, more kudos to Rhino team. They are still young, they will grow, but I think they deserve some encouragement and kudos. Rhino team, keep it up. Scoreboard, please. Please do help us to be raising up intermittently. God bless you, real good. out. This Rhino team, they're really doing it well. For them to measure up against Naval team is not a day job. Good job, Rhino. Jesse.
Jesse number 8 with the side from the Rhino team. That's sometimes I wonder the rate the time frame between 8 seconds and 9 seconds. Players doesn't get to hear the whistle get blown. They stay happy, and before you know it, 8 seconds is gone. In this particular match, we get to see players got carried away. They don't know when the referee blow the whistle, and their 8 seconds is gone. Good job. Oh, good block. Good block.
Malaika, please, I can't wait for this match to finish. There are some excellent volleyball being played against Coas and Games Village. You need to see.
It is surprising. The scores I see on the scoreboard is quite encouraging, but damn, that was a point to Naval start to the Navy team, an important point, a point that Rhino needed most, but the Navy team got it. Match point, the Rhino team coming. Oh, 21-24. Now the Rhino team serve. Let's see what the Navy team will do the ball. Perhaps God of Thunder is in front. Oh, a big problem. Shango, Abdulaziz, Chris. Oh, who will you go to? He gave it to God of Thunder. He plays off speed. Yeah, the block. Yeah, they got the point. 22-24. It's definitely called for a timeout.
Brother, I will still say the Games Village has woken up from their slumber. They are really doing it hard. They want to take this set, so it's going to be 1-1. You need to watch it. Games Village, they are doing a great job.
The Games Village team are actually doing a great job. 13-12. If you look at the scoreboard, back on court 1 between Rhino and Navy, it's a match point. 22-24. Wow. I wonder what will happen next. I wouldn't want to predict or say anything. He served the ball to them. He set the ball. Abdulaziz.
But we must give it to Rhino team. It's not easy. The crop of young boys squaring it all, doing it against the CNS team. It is a clear testimony that in the nearest future, this Rhino team, they are going to go places. One more time, the setter of Rhino team, Mr. Pajok, he has an academy in Jos, discovering, making of only setters. If you have any of your kids that have been showing potential to be a setter, just send that boy to Jos. The name of the academy is Setter Volleyball Academy. It's situated in Rukuba in Jos, and the organizer is the setter for Rhino. His name is Mr. Pajok. He has been in the game of volleyball, especially setting for almost 2 decades. He has an academy, but he said he has some deficiency, lack of ball. If you are a philanthropist, you want to contribute to development of young guys, young boys, in channeling their positive exuberance, please contribute to this academy. It's situated in Rukuba in Jos. It's only for training and discovery of setup, but they are bereft of balls. Before I go, if you want to contribute to the academy, please you can meet me here. Thank you.
Good job, excellent job from the Navy team. Kudos given to the Rhino team for making it thus far in this particular controversial challenge volleyball tournament. They did really well for them to get to this stage, to get to semi-finals in this particular controversial volleyball challenge. It's really a tricky and a very difficult one, given the fact that teams have to play game of 3 best of 2.
Mr. Malaika, I told you earlier, you have to see some good volleyball being played at the second court. Games Village, I don't know if they have taken they have taken the lead, 18-14. We have to see the best of volleyball here. So let's put our tentacles on the second court now.
One good thing about the Coas team is that they just know how to adjust to every team they play with. They are